Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Just wondering if you could just kind of fill us in on just what last weekend was like to kind of have to sit by, especially when I don't think you were positive. So it's kind of it must have been kind of frustrating, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, win, lose, or draw, it's like you're watching the game. You wish you were out there. I mean, if you're winning, you're like, man, I wish I was out there, getting a win with the guys. And then if you're out there losing, you're like, man, I wish I was out there fighting with those guys, trying to scrap and get the win. So, I mean, it was tough, but I was glad to be back in the building. I was glad to be back around the guys, and you really don't take things for granted. I never did, but if anybody does, I mean, when you're out, it truly will show if you're taking something for granted or not.
Joel Erickson.
Was there anything you learned from just ending up on the list? Was there anything you could have done? It's such a weird situation, but
one of the biggest things is you just, as long as you take all the precautionary measures, if you end up on it, I mean, it's tough, but as long as you can say, man, I did everything that I could possibly do, and somehow something slipped through, then you're good. But if I was doing something that was not following protocol, or just somehow missed something that was really obvious, then it would have been really, really down and tough on myself, because you try to take all the precautionary measures. But I just feel like as long as you're doing everything you can in order to keep yourself safe, sometimes adversity happens, and that's part of life, but you got to be able to fight through it.
Zach Kiefer.
Jonathan, I know you've been away for a couple of days. Where's this team at right now? Like, where are your guys' heads at? It's been such a weird couple weeks. I'm sure you got Buckner back today to practice, Autry back. That had to be like a lift for you guys. But where are you guys at before you head to Houston?
Oh, I mean, we're feeling great, like you said. I mean, we got Buckner back, we got Nico back. So, I mean, guys are feeling good. Spirits are high. And one of the biggest things when you're going into December and you have the opportunity to kind of control your own destiny, I think that you're in a good spot. And we know that, but we know it's not going to be handed to us. Everything's going to be earned. So we know that we got to make sure going forward, we got to be playing our best ball in order to be able to continue to control our own destiny.
Last one here, George Bremer.
Jonathan, is there any worry about rust? You missed some practice last week, obviously, while you're out, and then missing the week of the game. I know it's late in the year. I don't know. I guess it's a rest kind of argument there. Do you worry more about the time you miss, or was it maybe a blessing in disguise to get a little time?
No, yeah, I don't think I worry about rust. I mean, especially when you're out and it's not like an injury. And as long as you're still, moving around a little bit, I mean, the one thing you just worry about is making sure you keep your body moving. I mean, you don't want to sit down and rest for an entire week if you're not hurt, really ever, in my eyes. But I just feel like as long as you were moving around a little bit, and you didn't have an injury when you come back, it's just about a mental aspect. A lot of things are really mental. So as long as you come back, I mean, you lock in and focus, I mean, you should be able to pick up where you left off.